Alrighty, yo, looks like our weather just loaded in, which is beautiful. We're just waiting for the weather to load in because apparently it does take, just after the update, it does take a few minutes in order for my sim to load up my weather and everything. So we're all set here today. Um, Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are flying out of not Vancouver, out of Montreal, and we're heading over to Toronto today in the iFly 737 Max. We're parked here on the gate. I have not even started up VATSIM yet. We're just playing a little bit of music here to keep everything chill and as relaxed as possible. While I go ahead and do my VATSIM pre-file, it's always awesome, just being able to do some of these short flights. This is not going to be a pretty long flight. It's going to be about an hour, I would say about 59 minutes on our departure here today. I'm just waiting for my V-Pilot to load up. While we get V-Pilot loaded up, I am loading up my A-cars as well. So we got a Boeing 38 Max. We don't have a cell call, so we're just going to go ahead and connect. Alright, Montreal Center is online. This is a beautiful. The thing is, the Max, the iFly Max is a beautiful aircraft. I love it. However, there are lots of things that are annoying. We're at gate 59 here at Montreal. Let me go ahead and get my power going. Let me see if this works. Not sure if it's gonna work. Okay, that is not gonna work for me, but let's initialize this flight today. We're gonna go ahead and get power to the aircraft here. Gonna get our battery on, and our emergency exit lights too armed. Let's go ahead and get our GPU set up. We're going to our sim menu, ground support, electric, and our air conditioner. Although it is going to be pretty cold. Alright, systems are online. Alright, well, our temperature is pretty good. Plus 9 degrees. Alright, let's go ahead and continue our initial startup. Everything here looks good here on our end. Let's go ahead and get our nav lights to on. And we are going to prepare our FMC here. Go and let's go ahead and turn on our IRSs. IRS is in nav mode, waiting for alignment. Right, we are in Montreal. Alright, we're at gate. Pop up the gate there again, please. I forgot my gate number. Gate 59. Okay, that's not in database. We'll just use our last position. Go route. Hang on, I gotta reset my joystick here for it to stop that incessant movement of our yoke. It's very early, so if I'm doing things a lot slower than I would normally do it, it's because it is very early for me. Well, it's 9:30 a.m., but I only just woke up like about a good 30 minutes ago. All right, our flight number today is Air Canada 423. Let's activate this and execute it. All right, information Oscar. All right, we're just catching up on the ATIS. So it's information Oscar, winds 170 at 9 knots, 15 mile of visibility. Clouds are scattered at 080 and overcast up to 250. Approach is ILS 24 right and 24 left. Landing runway is 24 right and 24 left, and VFR 24 left. Departure runway is 24 left. Taxiway Bravo 2 is closed until further advised. When parallel runways are in use, simulations, instrument approach, and simulate simultaneous visual approaches to parallel runways are in effect. 10 to 28 is now taxiway Charlie, and from Montreal ATC it is Oscar. All right, so we have the ATIS, and now we're just going to go ahead and continue with our route planning here. Let me go up to my, or check my, I'm checking my sim brief here. All right, let me unload my charts. And let's go ahead and import a flight from SimBrief. Montreal 24 left, it shows. And the runway at Toronto it gave me is not used, which is runway 23. Alright, so it looks like it's a Montreal departure today. We're adding the Montreal departure to our route. We are on gate 59, the west apron. Alright, let's go ahead and pop up GSX. I gotta go to my sim brief and re-edit this flight. It's selected 738, which is weird. Max 8. Not sure why SimBrief is giving me some weird thing. Oh, it's not SimBrief. It's basically Air Canada Virtual that's doing that, because you can fly the regular 737 for Air Canada Virtual into you can fly it as, you know, as a, how would I say it, as a substitution for the 737 Max itself, so they don't really penalize you for it. So that's why that was there. Let me just check here. We are. Right, let's get Montreal online. 128.775. Alright, so we are going to call up Montreal Center right now. So let me just call them up, let them know we have information. Oscar, we're at gate 59, type Boeing 737 MAX. And we're going to try to get out of here. Montreal Center, Air Canada, 423. We are at gate 59er with information. Oscar, type Boeing 38 MAX, ready to copy FR clearance.
That's where I want to clear Max, but Arcana 423 are cleared to Toronto, control 4 departure, flight en route, depart runway 24 left, control 6512.
And just to confirm, that's squawk 6512.
Arcana 423, Montreal 4 departure, squawk 6512.
I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time hearing the last number, 6512 or 6516.
2 is perfect, 6512.
Alrighty, so you're Canada 423, we're cleared to Toronto, Montreal for departure, 24 left, flight plan route. We're squawking 6512.
Arcana 423, read back correct, call back for push.
We'll call for push, you're Canada 423. Alright, so it was just a little bit difficult to hear him. I think I'm gonna adjust his, or my V-Pilot's audio up to 50%. Alright, so we know that we are gonna be departing out of Montreal 24 left. Let's execute that. Alright, there's our legs with our vector. Let's go ahead, next page for that route. So we're heading Bobki, B-O-B-K-I. And then from Bobki, we're heading over to Melty. Here's M-E-L-T-I, Mike Echo Lima Tango India. Then we're going to Torney, T-O-R-N-I. And then finally, it's the Ragged 6 arrival. So we're going to execute that. It looks like our RSs are aligned right now. Meaning here in Canada for our refueling request.
German cargo 461.
Turn cargo 461, go ahead.
Okay, we'll switch to
A firm Charlie Zulu Uniform Lima for CPDO.
Charlie Zulu Uniform Lima, German Cargo Force Institution.
Alright, so let's do an initial climb up to 8,000. Put on our traffic, our TCAS. Maybe we should be able to see airport data, but see VSD, runway data. Alright, we're all set here. 510, 10 nautical miles out.
Established for German Cargo Force 61.
Stand by.
There we go, there's another Max 8 online. So we're doing a full flight, so this is not like, you know, just hopping in and I've already set up everything. This is how I perform all my flights without having to, you know, just be ready and everything. We are going through the entire procedure where we set up the aircraft and have everything going the way that it should.
So 152, Mirabel, altimeter 2975, runway 06, taxi, Foxtrot, Juliet, Kilo, Colonel Detroit.
Alright, 29 or 70 altimeter runway 6, Foxtrot, Juliet, Kilo, Kilo for FedEx 152.
Cargo 461, the link should be established.
Yeah, I love that they removed that thing. Alright,
Roger.
Fuel truck is in position.
fuel truck is in position. We're doing the block fuel from Simpri.
Yankee, Québec, Golf, je sais pas si c'est mon radar que des siennes où on voit
42 seconds. Alright, so it's loading our right and left tanks. And just check 4,000, almost 5,000 kilos.
Ouais, je sais pas si c'est mon radar qui fait des siennes pour un changement de zone invisible ou si vous êtes affiché dedans, mais on vous voit affiché dedans. Voilà.
Alright, let's check. Let's operate our jetway.
C'est bon, je vais rentrer ça dans les incompréhensions du radar, ça vient d'arrêter.
And also, I got something for you guys. I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy it. Today we are supposed to be doing a group flight with Island Sim Pilot. Just adjust a few things here. Realistic boarding time is realistic. Yep, let's leave it as is. Oh, my sim just froze here for a sec. There it goes. Ha! You guys aren't gonna be seeing that yet. You guys aren't meant to see that yet. Alright, so our jetway is loaded. We're gonna request boarding because we don't need any catering or anything. The aircraft is fresh. I mean, we can request our catering services, but let's go request boarding. flight time is about an hour 45. Let's do 1 hour. Next, 737 8. No, we're not gonna
You
do
want
that.
crew?
Okay, so let's board our crew. How many passengers are we running? 142 passengers. There we go.
Virgin 7 seconds.
We have a requesting 39.
Virgin 7 for your direction of flight, are you able 50400?
We can do flight of 4.
Virgin 7, time 12400.
I'm in a flight of 4, so we're working time.
Your crew has boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
X152 coming when airborne, winds calm, clear takeoff, runway 06.
Alright, we'll call you in airborne, cleared for takeoff, runway 6, FedEx 152.
Alright, our passengers are being boarded right now. Alright, let's do our init reference here. Let's check our info. Let's go back. Okay. Do our performance and payload. Copy our FMC data. Let's do weight and balance here. Click spot is given issues. Alright, let's check again. 142 passengers here. And that's something Captain failed to do yesterday. Maybe that's why his alignment was so wicked. 34, 38. So we're gonna put 1,000 here. Alright, we're gonna make it a little bit more aft. Alright, so let me get my takeoff performance from SimBrief. Our delayed takeoff 2 with flaps 5. AC, our air conditioning is going to be off. Our anti-ice is off. Let's calculate. Let's see if it gave the right thing. Nope, sim briefs gave me 51, so it's 10 degrees higher. We're going to go with sim brief. Alright, so our zero fuel weight today is 58.5. Flight level 360. Our cost index is 5. Let's check our fuel reserves here. Checking my fuel reserves. Air Canada's thing is not in Lido. Okay, so they're not giving me anything proper for this.
Montreal Center, hello, Air Canada 1362 with Oscar about clearance to St. Martin, please.
Alright, let's see our cruise.
Air Canada 1362, you're clear to Saint Martin via the Montreal 4 departure, left-hand route, departure runway 24 left, squawk code 6513.
Cleared via Montreal 4 departure, flight plan route, runway 24 left, squawk 6513, Air Canada
205
1362.
at 122.
Air Canada 1362, readback is correct, contact for pushback.
We'll call for push, Air Canada 1362.
This may be the cruise wind, right here. I say dev or deviation. Seven. Alright, invalid entry. I need to get this to Lido. This is ridiculous. Oh, it is a lead. Oh no, it's at Air Canada OFP format. I hate this Air Canada format. Okay, let's go back to Lido. Oh, it's easier for me to know exactly what I'm doing.
1.3 climate to 3000 runway heading.
Alright,
152
04.
identify climb, trouble 160.
There we go.
Level 160
And that's it.
for,
4.9 is what we've sensed, and 4.9 is what we're giving them. Our baggage loading is in progress. I think our our passengers are already boarded. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our, we're at the rate 2. Is that what we're getting? Let's check our takeoff performance one more time. The rate 2 with flaps 5. Our air temp is 51. Our outside air temp is 10 degrees. Alright, there we go. Flaps 5. I'm sorry guys, but there we go. 141, 143, 150. That's way too slow for a takeoff. 143 and 150. Coordinates completed on GSX. Is RPU available? Yes, it is. We got APU on. fuel pump still on. All right. Now let's get our flight directors to on. All right, so we're off the music right now while we get ourselves prepared for our departure. As usual with GSX, I gotta close my own doors. Nobody not there.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bins. If you have any trouble finding a location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and we would be happy to assist you. If the overhead bin is full, please make sure you close it as a courtesy to other passengers. Please double check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers can make their way to their seats. If you're in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the card in the seat back in front of you. If you're not able to comply with these actions, please let a flight attendant know so that way you can be reseated. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart from the gate. Thank you and welcome aboard.
All right, somebody came and disturbed me here for a second, but it's all good.
Montreal Centre, good morning from Etihad 21 with your flight at 400 en route to Rodsvar.
Etihad 21, Bon Atteint, can you pilot flight plan for me, please?
Can do.
All right, so we're just waiting
FedEx
for
152, sorry for the
Word to
turn
be
left
completed.
heading 270, vector ring for runway 14 Ottawa.
270 on the heading, no worries. We're getting set up for it, and if you can do it, we'll take the Arnab Yankee. But no strong preference, whatever works.
Roger, we'll check. And FedEx 152, when able, cross direct on BAB, Oscar November, Bravo Alpha Bravo, plan Arnab Yankee, Ottawa.
Direct on BAP, and we'll expect the Arnab Yankee for FedEx 152 heavy. And FedEx 152 heavy has Bravo.
Roger. Etihad 21, squawk 6514 item 6514.
Squawk 6514 for Etihad 21.
Montreal, good afternoon, Scandinavian 359.
Scandinavian 359, hello.
Good morning, sir. We have information, Oscar at Montreal, the ground, sir. Stands 57, requesting clearance IFL to Stockholm, Arlanda.
Scandinavian 359, you're clear to Stockholm, Montreal 45, sir, flight en route, departure runway 24 left, squawk code 6515.
For left for departure, Montreal 4 departure, squawking 6515, Scandinavian 359.
Scandinavian 359, read back correct, call back for push.
I'll call you for the push, Scandinavian 359. Air Canada 1362 with Oscar at stand 55, request push.
Aircraft 1362, push nose facing west, call back for taxi.
Push nose facing west and we'll call for taxi, Air Canada 1362.
Yankee Québec Golf, Mirabel, altitude 2975, lorsque après, descendez vite, 1000 pieds.
We're ready to go when you are. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen,
Alright,
and welcome
so they
aboard
are
flight
ready.
423, with service to Toronto.
Roger.
Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Flight attendants, please prepare cabin for departure and cross-check.
And Center Air Canada 423, gate 59 already for push.
Aircraft 423, push nose facing east, call back for taxi.
Facing east, we'll call for taxi, Air Canada 423. Alright, so we're ready to go here today. Let's go ahead and call for push. Let's go ahead, departure clearance is requested. Let's go back, let's go on ground support. There goes the gates moving. Let's remove our electric. Nose, right, and...
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Alright, our parking brake is set. And everything else is gone. Go ahead, anti-collision lights
Alpha,
to
you're
on.
leaving my airspace. Gander is currently offline, winter advisory of safe line. If you have 2-1 heavy, confirm your squawk 6514. I see something like 6541.
Sorry, I've changed it now.
Alright, let's switch on VNAV and
If you
LNAV.
have 2-1 heavy, identify, thank you.
No problem.
Locking gear.
Gears being locked. Pushes facing east. So our nose is going left.
Okay.
Good morning. Santa 4G, that's level 400.
Facing west, it says, bro.
Hello. Squawk
Commencing push. All engines clear, start at will.
Alright, let's go ahead and start. It's not supposed to be facing west, but should already breaks to RTO.
And the time's up for Juliet Mountain to connect 132.2. 1322.
Waiting for our engine start.
132, decimal to confirm its frequency change for the 142.
Here goes RNG.
FedEx 152, I have one formation Bravo, altimeter 2966 when ready
Ladies
to
and gentlemen,
take down.
please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap. To fasten, insert the metal fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight as we may experience unexpected turbulence. Please take a few moments to now locate one of the several emergency exits on this aircraft. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. In case of an emergency and we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor that will guide you to it. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. Set the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you, and place it firmly over your nose and mouth. Secure the elastic band behind your head and tighten the straps if necessary. And don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate, oxygen is flowing to the mask and
There's Canada 1362, request taxi.
if you're traveling with children, now's the time to pick your favorite one. But secure your mask and then assist others. Keep your mask on until a member of the crew advises you to In the unlikely event of a water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests.
Altimeter
When
29er
instructed to do
74,
so, open the
taxi
plastic
24
pouch
left
and
via the
remove
north
the
ramp,
vest.
Alpha 4
Flip it over
Alpha,
your
and we'll
head.
call holding short
Wrap the
24
straps
left via
around your
Canada
waist
13.
and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces to enable the vest to inflate with a whistle or button. If necessary, use as a secondary flotation device. Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Once again, all devices must be in airplane mode and your larger devices must be turned off and stowed at this time. Please securely stow your personal items. Make sure your seatbelts are fastened and seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us again, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Quebec Justice on his line.
And Air Canada 423. We've pushed back. GSX only had facing west, so we're facing west right now, ready for taxi.
Atlanta 423, runway 24 left, altimeter 5974, taxi north ramp, Alpha 4 Alpha, call me over.
Where is it? Alright, taxi north ramp, Alpha 4 Alpha, to runway 24 left here, Canada 423.
Atlanta 1362, please turn on your transponder.
Alright, we're getting some rain already.
We'll check the transponder at Canada 13.
They're on the police. Alright. There is going to be a little bit of rain. Mommy! All the plane like all the doesn't hear people when people call all you. But I do come in outside and look for none of all you do. Please me all want to come and look outside for all you. That was a pretty bad turn. I'm getting distracted by a lot of things.
And Toronto, the Canadian 359 traffic is gone, I presume.
Canadian 359 push.
Alright, let's go ahead and get our taxi lights to on and our
Station is
turn
still a
offs.
call for taxi. It's Canadian 359.
Ready to go.
Alright, yo. Okay, so we're just keeping our taxi going. Alright, so everything else is good. Here, let me go ahead and switch on our CCAS TARA. Alright, we're on Alpha 4, so it's north ramp Alpha 4 to Alpha. So we're basically following that Air Canada out there. So we're following the A320. So the rain seems to be behind us towards the north. So we should, when we depart, we should be departing into the rain, which is something that you're going to expect around. I was expecting some snow, but it does look like the weather in Toronto is very bad. So we're gonna be experiencing some pretty adverse weather in Toronto. All right, so our cabin is ready. We did hear that from our flight attendant in the back, and we're just taxiing Alpha 4 Alpha to runway 24 left for departure. All right, let's change this to 150. Hopefully we're keeping it there. And then we are gonna be turning Alpha. Alpha is the next taxiway. But again, we're just following the Air Canada Airbus. We're gonna slow down for this turn. And here we go.
Et Yankee Québécois, Quatorze actif, reste terrain contrôlé via l'approche Airnav 28, transition d'une bague à la chute.
Alright, so we're on Alpha now. And we're gonna continue. Looks like we're getting a little bit of rain.
Monitorer la chute, appelez-moi tout à l'heure.
But the air temp is still good, so it means that we don't have any icing to worry about. It's just the rain. I think for Toronto as well, Toronto is a heavy rain, so it should be interesting. And as we taxi down to the south side of the ramp, or the south side of the airport, we are getting some of the rain here, which again is to be expected. I would have loved if they just cleared it instead of doing that nonsense, but it's okay. Well, it's partially clearing it, I think. Let's put this to low. It is partially clearing it at least. I miss flying these Dash 8s, man. I was expecting for them to bring a Dash 8 into FS 2020, but it looks like they just gave up and just left the Dash 8, the majestic Dash 8 in in P3D, which is highly annoying. I would love for them to have created a Dash 8 for 2020.
Aircraft 1362 on 1 airborne, winds 1711 to take off runway 2 left. We'll call
Looks like we're slowing down a little bit. Alright, looks like that 320 is departing right now. It's not clearing it as much. I would have loved for it to literally be clearing it, but it's not. It's just, you know, making it little sprinkles on the windscreen, just changing the size of it and leaving it as is. Which, I mean, I guess when it's moving that slow, you expect that to happen, but I would have loved for it to, you know, create a barrier right over that area, which would be...
Testing, taxi destination 359.
And then 359, runway 24 left, altimeter through 2974, taxi in north ramp, Alpha 4, Alpha, call building short runway.
North ramp, Alpha 4, Alpha, holding short 24 left, we'll call you in for the park there, destination 359.
Alright, there goes our A320. Oh no, that's a Max. Okay, I thought it was an A320 because I saw an A320 when I was pushing back. I'm guessing that Max was just, or that A320 was just coming into park or something. But we did have a Max nearby. When I spawned in, we did have a 737 Max to go, so I'm guessing it was him. Alright, here we go for 24 left.
Canada 1362 airborne climbing through 1008.
Aircraft 1362, light dense 5, climb roll 230, passing 3000, left on Burka on board.
Climb flight level 230 after 3000, left turn, Burka on course, Air Canada 1362.
Alright, here we go. I don't have head tracking, so I gotta manually turn my camera, so that's why you'll see me turn my head like this. But alright, let's go ahead and select. That's an Air Canada 423 at Alpha, ready to go.
Aircraft 423, coming 1 airborne, wind 177 at 11, clear takeoff, runway 24 left.
Clear takeoff, runway 24 left, we'll call you airborne, Air Canada 423. Alright, so seeing that we got a little bit of rain, we're gonna switch to continuous here. Oh, and not a little bit of rain, that's a lot of rain. Like some big old fat stinging rain. Alright, so we're not gonna go LNAV, we're gonna go, I mean we can go LNAV. and take off. Take off. Thrust set. Airspeed's alive. $80 knots. Check where that wind is coming from. Oh, that wind is coming from the other side. So why am I... Okay. V1. Here we go, airborne, positive rate, gear up. Let's get our autopilot on and let's go ahead and turn these off. They're annoying. Alright, let's go VNAV. Air Canada 433 airborne passing 1,200. Air Canada 423, we're airborne passing 2,700. Sorry, sir, if you're calling in, you're very low right there.
Okay, so the center just closed.
Oh, gotcha. Alright, so center closed and did not say anything. Okay, that is... Alright, let's head over to Bob Key then. That is an interesting thing that center is closing and not saying anything. That is really, really, really not good. Though, okay, well, center is closed. He said call him when we're airborne. And we called him airborne, but he just closed with no reason whatsoever, without saying anything. I don't think my weather radar works. Yeah, weather radar is still... Ooh, look at that. We're busting out of the clouds here. Ah, looks like we picked the right time to turn. Alright, so we are airborne. Let's get off of this here. Let me check our, I think it's 180. Let's see our charts. Instrument departure, Montreal, for departure. They're mainly vectors out. Transition altitude is flight 180, so we're all set. Alright, passing 10,000 feet, lights are going off.
Gentlemen, we are now passing through 10,000 feet.
Turn off
Turn on your
continuous.
larger portable electronic devices. As a
Everything
reminder,
else up
please
here
keep your
looks
seatbelt
good.
fastened while you are seated and do not
Nothing
congregate in
out of
valleys
the
or near
ordinary, and
lavatories.
we are in our climb. We're gonna be busting through some clouds. There were some pretty low visibility. There we go. Emerging from the clouds. I love how this sim looks. It's just amazing. For Flight Sim 2020, it's ridiculously amazing. Can't wait till I upgrade my CPU and GPU. First thing I'm upgrading is my CPU because I need to test a few things, and here's the clouds changing up. Is that ice? I think it's ice. Alright. So let's go. Get our window heats on. Saw some ice build up right here. We're not going 190, it's 360 for the climb and cruise. So we're gonna dial that in right now, and then we're gonna plan our arrival into Toronto today. It's a little bit turbulent out here, but all this is gonna be bad when we start getting down. Still find it weird that Montreal, or this, yeah, Montreal Center, not Montreal, but the center just went offline with no, we're over 18, flight level 180, and yeah, so they went offline without saying anything, which is very interesting. These are things that we're supposed to do while, you know, in the climb below 10,000. I had to make my adjustments here, but you know, I was just so blown away by the sim that I completely forgot to take a look. So let's do arrival into Toronto today. Let's see, it says here runway 23 is not used. The approach aisle is ILS runway 15. So let's see, we are on the Ragged 6. Swap that out to runway 1. Did not say 15 right or left, but shows 15 right for arrival. I'm actually looking at my Navigraph charts right now, so if you guys Sim's kind of freezing there a little bit. It happens. Yeah, so I'm looking at my arrival here via Torin. Via Blues. They might just cut me and from Vitro go ahead right over to Mev-Po. So because they may give me a shortcut, and my top of descent depends on this entire flight in. So let's go ahead and enter this. ILS runway 15 right via Blues, and it's Ragged 6 via Torquay. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we are completing our climb out here. Things are awesome out there. got a nice little headwind. Alright, so we just arrived at our cruising altitude, just making sure that everything up here is the way that it should. Alright, so we can get our seatbelt signs to off, or get it to auto, and we're chilling. Cloud tops off above flight level 370, so 360 is fine, but we are going to experience a little bit of bumps here and there. Alright, so we're headed over to Turini, and let's check our progress. Papa descended 86 miles. Okay.
In a few moments, we'll be starting our in-flight service. We will be serving complimentary drinks and snacks. Please look in your seat back for a list of complimentary and premium drinks. Premium drinks are available for a small charge. Please note that we only accept credit cards.
For a short flight like this, they should give me the option to select if I need it, or if I want to provide drinks or snacks, because we are almost to our destination. Looks very, very beaten up here. It's wild. Weather definitely does not look good in Toronto today. Alright, so Toronto asked us to contact him 125775.
And trust on dashboard 25 minutes at rate taxi with Echo.
Dashboard 2577, runway 08, altimeter 2942, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha right 08.
Lowering the sim volume here for a bit. Toronto Center, Air Canada 423, level 360.
Air Canada 423, good morning, squawk 0557.
0557 for 423. Alright, so we
Air
swapped
Canada
them right now.
423, identified, proceed on course, flight level 360, you can plan runway 15 right.
We have 15 right in the box and proceed on course, Air Canada 423. Little did he know we planned for this already. That's good. Always good to be ahead of ATC and ahead of the aircraft as well. We're just checking our charts here. for our 1-5 ride.
Got 54 knots, so 3,000 here.
All right, so for this decision altitude is 715
Rouge
feet.
1671, Roger,
So we're
thank
gonna
you.
go
I'm
ahead
not
and
sure
put
what's
that in
happening
here.
with Microsoft weather this morning. I've got lots of reports of kind of crazy weather around Toronto.
It's actually realistic. That's why they're landing the 1.5s right now with the storm system going through. I was looking at the weather coming in.
Yeah, it should be a lot better as you get lower. I'm showing 140 at 6 knots.
Okay, we'll let you know of any plus minus on the approach route 1671.
Dashboard 2577, the wind 090 at 10 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 08.
Clear takeoff runway 08, dashboard 2567.
Rouge 1671, the wind's 140 at 6 knots, clear to land, runway 15 right.
Clear to land 15 right, Rouge 1671.
I think she does have enough time to get off our. I think she does have enough time, so it should be okay. Let's just check our top descent in about 45 nautical miles. We're gonna prepare our reference here for a landing.
Ethiopian 553, good morning.
Let's check sim brief
Clearing
for a
for
landing
Jazz
performance.
the Verdo 7 departure, Lorca transition, departure runway 15 left, squawk 0513.
Surface condition, flaps 30, auto brake 2, V approach 144.
Ethiopian 553, read back is correct. Push and start at your
Auto brake
discretion,
2,
call for
set.
taxi.
Interest on dashboard 2577, airborne, climbing 3000.
Dashboard 2577. I think can you check squawk mode Charlie?
Yep, sorry about that. We are squawking mode Charlie, dashboard 2577.
Dashboard 2577, thank you. Identified. Turn right heading 200, climb 5000.
Right turn heading 200, 5000, dashboard 2577.
Yeah, Rouge 1671 for the Pirate. The winds drop off at about 2,000 feet there. It's pretty calm afterwards.
Rouge 1671, roger, thanks for that.
So apparently, from what I'm seeing, that sim, the controllers, it's like they use the weather from the real world weather, not checking in the sim weather and so on. Although the sim does use real world weather, it is a little bit delayed behind. I think about 10 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. So when they check their weather, they're looking at VATSIM real weather. Well, they're looking at real world weather, saying, okay, well, yeah, this is what it is, winds this and that, and the sim is still depicting 10 minutes later. So over Canada right now should have adverse weather. If we go ahead and take a look at CYYC METAR, it's pretty much, there's no rain. It's VFR, 15-mile visibility, ceilings at 5,800.
Transport 2577, turn right direct and call on course, climb flight level 200.
Ankle on course.
So that's what they're looking at. METAR.TAF.
Here's 1671, welcome to Toronto, exit left when able.
Route 1671, exiting left Foxtrot 1, and we're going all the way over to D2 today.
Rouge 1671, roger, taxi via Foxtrot Tango, cross runway 15 left, Alpha Lima to the ramp.
Foxtrot Tango, Alpha Lima for Rouge 1671. Actually, we're going all the way over to that far new eastern gate.
Rouge 1671, okay. Taxi Foxtrot, all the way down Foxtrot left on Delta to Delta Romeo.
Okay, Foxtrot Delta, Delta Romeo, and that's from the clear across 15 left.
And yeah, confirm cross 15 left.
Okay, cross 15 left, thanks, Rouge 1671.
Air France 380, Air France 387, runway 15 left, the altimeter 29040, taxi via Alpha Kilo, Alpha, Hotel, and Juliet, cross runway 23.
Taxi water left, yeah, Alpha Kilo, Alpha, Hotel, Juliet, cross runway 23.
Alright, so we're coming up on top of descent right now. Should be in like about 20, less than 15 miles. Say 15 to 20 miles. Are we correct? Yep, 15 miles right there.
Etihad 21 identified, proceed on course.
Proceed on course, Etihad 21.
I just adjusted to descend down to flight level 160, 1000.
Air Canada 423, when ready, descend 12,000 feet, the Toronto altimeter 29040, landing runway is 15 right.
I went ready to descend into 2000 and copy on the landing runway, Air Canada 423. Alright, so we're...
We just realized we're on the wrong taxiway. We're just correcting north of Delta.
Rouge 1671, Roger, you can continue on, you can continue south and then left on Delta to Delta Romeo.
Yeah, now on Delta, sorry for that, Route 1671. We'll go too early today, apparently.
No worries.
I don't think I've ever landed on that runway. I landed 3-3 left a bunch, but not 15 right.
Definitely unusual.
Alright, we're pretty good. 30, 40.
Etihad 2-1, when ready, descend flight level 240, and for planning, the landing runway is 15 right.
Descend flight level 240 for Etihad 2-1.
Air Canada 1152, readability 5.
Everyone with you at Toronto, stand 135, A319 up to 2940, Belgium, requesting clearance to Quebec City.
Air Canada 1152, clearance clear to Quebec City, the Verdo 7 departure, Ipsos transition, departure runway is 15 left, squawk 0516.
Clear to Quebec City, Verdo 7, Ipsos transition, runway 15 left, squawk 0516, Canada well left.
Air Canada 1152, readback is correct. Push and start your discretion, call for taxi.
Push start our discretion now, we'll carry Air Canada.
Right, here we are descending, like about 400 feet or 500 feet too low, but it's fine, we should be able to catch up. Just using our
Air Canada 261, good morning. Clearance clear to Winnipeg, out step 7 departure, Otnik transition. Departure runway is 15 left, squawk 0530. Air Canada 261 negative. You need to read back clearance, the departure clearance. It's the Verdo 7 departure, Ipsos transition. Departure runway 15 left, squawk 0530. Air Canada 1152. No, never mind.
Ethiopian 553, we're ready for
Ethiopian 553, runway 15 left, altimeter 2940, taxi via Alpha Lima, Alpha, Hotel, and Juliet, cross runway 23.
runway 15 left, altimeter 2940. We're taxiing via Alpha Lima, Alpha Hotel, Juliet, and cross runway 23. We're 18%.
Roger. Air France 387, the wind's 140 at 6 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 15 left.
Runway 15 left, triple takeoff, Air France 387.
Alright, cloud coverage looks sweet.
Also, good morning, Speedbird 9 Lima, inbound Rosso, flight level 400.
Speedbird 9 Lima, good morning, squawk 0511.
0511, Speedbird 9.
Speedbird 9 Pima identified. Proceed on course. For planning, expect runway 15 right.
Proceed on course and 155, Speedbird 9.
Alright, we're keeping our window icing on. Our window heat on for this descent. Because I know once we descend through these clouds, once we bust out, we're going to have a lot of ice. All of our windows. Makes no sense.
Air France 387, say altitude.
Passing 2,500,
Air France 387 identified. Climb flight level 230. Air France 387, turn left, direct dead key on course.
Alright, those clouds look ridiculous right now. Those clouds. Getting down below those.
Good morning. Taxi 9 400
Etihad 389, good morning. You're actually in Montreal's airspace in the far north there, so you can continue on Unicom, and I'll contact you a little later.
Roger that, thank you.
And trust in dashboard 2577 with the pirate if you're able.
Dashboard 2577, roger, go ahead.
Yeah, we're reporting moderate turbulence from approximately 5,000 up to flight level 200 from departure to present position.
Dashboard 2577, thank you. Air France 387. Fire up for you, another pilot reporting turbulence from your level, from 5,000 all the way up to flight level 200, slightly to your west, but probably applies to you as well.
It's smooth now, but it's strong.
Alrighty, yo. So.
Air France 37, roger. Etihad 21, continue the descent, 12,000 feet, Toronto altimeter 2940.
Continue descent, 12,000 for RTX, 2-1.
It is descending pretty slowly. Active is 12,000. I'm not seeing where. Yeah, we're gonna end 12,000 at a pretty far end. Let's get our speed brakes out and try to get down. And wind's changed. Wind's changed.
Air France 387, climb flight level 390.
Level 390, that's on 381.
Air France 387, if you're unable that flight level, just let me know. Speedbird 9 Lima, when ready, descend flight level 240.
Ready, descend 240, Speedbird 9.
Hey, Canada 115, ready, taxi 15 left.
Air Canada 1152, runway 15 left, altimeter 2940, taxi Alpha Kilo, Alpha, Hotel, and Juliet, cross runway 23.
Alpha Kilo, Alpha, Hotel, Juliet, cross 23 and Alpha 2940, Air Canada 11.
Ethiopian 553, the wind's 140 at 6 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 15 left, contact the airborne.
Clear for takeoff for Ethiopian 553.
Alrighty, so the descent has started. We're still with our speed brakes out. Where we now, man? I gotta go level change here.
Traffic control, very good afternoon, American.
Need to get down to 12,000 here. I'm just looking at my flight path vector here for my banana. There we go.
American
Get out
1063,
of
good morning.
standard.
Clearance clear to Chicago, the Gulf Up 4 departure, hockey transition. Departure runway is
Alright, so we'll get down
left,
to
squawk
120 at
0540.
Vigo.
Yeah, please, I go up our departure. Let's see the
And this is why I kept on my window heat, because once we get through these clouds, we are definitely going to be getting some ice.
American 1063.
American 1063, your readback is correct. Push and start at your discretion. Call for taxi.
Roger, push start is on discussion and we call for taxi at 1063.
Sir, dashboard 25, Center Project Top 7.
Dashboard 2577, sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, we're approaching our top center about 8 miles. Dashboard 25, 27.
Alright, so we're getting a little bit of, we're going to turn on our,
10,000.
Alright, when we're ready to send 10.
Gonna turn on our
dinner part for you. 8 clouds,
seatbelt
east of 0,
signs.
experiencing some severe turbulence to coast over that low level jet.
Dashboard 25,
There's
Roger.
the rain.
Stand by, I'll get you the London altimeter.
There's the rain. We are expecting. Alright, so
And
we're
dashboard
going to go this way.
The London altimeter 2934.
2934, 25 in context.
Center, Ethiopian 553, we're passing.
Ethiopian 553, identified, climb
And
7.
Mitch, yeah, it's going great. It is bumpy once we start getting in because we are gonna have a lot of rain. But from what I understand, it's not supposed to be raining in Toronto.
Air Canada 423, runway 15 right, altimeter 2940, descend 8,000. Air Canada 423.
Go ahead for Air Canada 423.
Air Canada 423, altimeter 2940, descend 8,000 feet.
8,000, Air Canada 423.
Ethiopian 553, turn left, direct Alcat on course.
Look at that free here, but... Oh my, I'm sorry, someone was asking me a question.
Ethiopian 553, climb flight level 230.
We have begun our final descent into Toronto. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are
There was a
secured
quick
and
stutter
seats are in
right
the full
there.
upright position. Please also
Usually
store any
happens.
carry-on items
Again,
either in the
my
seat back
server
pocket or
does that.
under the seat in front of you.
Lima, you can continue the descent 12,000 feet, altimeter 2940.
12,000 feet, 2940, basically, but not in.
Gotta continue down to Denpai at 4,000. So there are a lot of distractions out here this morning. Apparently my son went ahead and went into his grandmother's things, and now she's asking me questions about them. That's kids for you. There is so much rain. There is so much rain. At least we're holding 238. Should be holding 240, but it's fine. Looking at our vector here, we should be approaching 8,000.
Good morning. Squawk 0512.
And also we do have a traffic that is climbing over here. He's above me now, so he's not going to be a factor. We're going to be turning right here, so he's no factor.
Cruise 840 identified, proceed on course.
Alright, so we're getting out of that rain. Just barely.
Air Canada 1152, the wind's 140 at 6 knots, clear for takeoff, runway 15
And the wind, look at the wind here. That's just ridiculous.
Ethiopian 553, climb flight level 350.
Flight level 350 for Ethiopian.
Alright, landing lights are on. Everything else looks good up here, and we're good. If you guys hear an echo, it's because I'm using speakers instead of using my headphones to game. I would much rather like hearing everything that's going on around me without having the headphones on. So you will hear an echo whenever they speak through my microphone. That's why sometimes you will hear it and then sometimes you don't. That means I muted my mic, to avoid the double speak or to avoid the echo. Oh, look at those clouds. Look at those clouds.
American 63, ready taxi.
Etihad 21, descend 8,000 feet.
Descend 8,000 feet for Etihad 21.
American 1063, runway 15 left, altimeter 29040, taxi via Alpha Juliet,
Whenever I go outside, what it's
Hotel,
gonna do.
and Juliet, cross runway 23.
Look at those clouds, bro. Like, imagine flying on an aircraft and you see these clouds. Like, that's ridiculous. Yeah, it is, actually. Yeah, it will sound fine, but, you know, there are certain times. I think I lowered down my sim volume. I lowered down a lot of things, but most times you do hear, like, a slight echo, but it happens so quickly that it kind of, I think the software does whatever it does. All right, our next descent profile is coming up.
Air Canada 423, descend 3,000.
3,000, Air Canada 423. Down to 3,000. Ooh, we're through that.
Air Canada 1152, say altitude.
2,000 feet,
Air Canada 1152, identified, climb 7,000.
7,000,
And if I remember clearly, definitely I'm gonna turn off my auto throttles upon landing, because the last time that I kept it on, it actually started it went through a go-around process while landing, so I had to shut it off, or I had to literally keep my finger down on the F1 key to go into idle.
425-77, you're leaving my airspace to the south. Cleveland
Having a little bit of stutter in here because
have a good flight. See ya.
a lot of things are starting to happen now on my CPU. A lot of work for my CPU to handle. Here we come.
Air Canada 1152, turn left, direct, Verno on course.
Left direct Verdo on course for Air Canada. Oh, wait, no. Nope, wrong thing. I literally called. Oh, that was for 1153. So sorry, 1153.
Air Canada 1152, climb flight level 230.
1152.
Level 230, Canada 1152.
I called out for this dude and I'm just staying quiet. Oh my god. Well, it happens. It happens. I'm just checking through 110.905. Alright, let's put that in our ILS. Swap that out. Oh, wrong thing. Swap this up here. Yeah. Alright, let's go down to 220. We're swinging around here. 3,000 supposed to be around here.
American 1063, you're holding runway 23.
That happened.
American
147
1063,
on
cleared
our
across
course.
runway 23, continue on Juliet, hold short runway 15 left.
Safe approach, runway 23 and fire 2D up hold short right now 15 left for the American 1063.
Here comes our glide.
Air Canada 1152, climb flight 310.
I won't answer because I know I'm not 1152. There's my Air Canada 423 right there.
Descend 3000.
Oh my god.
Descend 3000 for FTS2.
Alright, 3000. So we gotta go right over there. Lots of things happening here right now. Alright, so our auto brake is set to
Air Canada 423, turn left heading 240.
left 240 for Air Canada 423.
Air France 387, leaving my airspace to the east. Boston Center is offline.
Oh, there goes the wind. That wind is you can literally see the aircraft starting to slide as it makes that turn. Alright, once he clears us for the approach, we'll go ahead and engage our approach mode. Here we go. Look at how amazing the ground looks. We're out of those clouds. I was supposed to turn around here, but he's, you know, cutting me short.
American 1063, the winds 16012, gust to 17, clear for takeoff, runway 15 left.
Copy, wind very clear for takeoff, 15 left for the American 1063.
Air Canada 423, turn left heading 180 to join the localizer, clear ILS approach, runway 15 right.
180 to join the localizer, clear the ILS, 15 right, Air Canada 423. Alright, so 180 to join the localizer, select approach mode now, seeing that, okay, the glide slope did not pop in, but we have approach mode. So once they give you clearance to join the localizer, clear for the approach, then it's when you go ahead and select your approach mode. You know, you don't want to select it because sometimes when you hit it, it might end up turning and doing some weird things, getting off course. So let's pull this up a bit. Alright, so we should be breaking out of the clouds once we start swinging. Okay. Disengage. Okay, there we go. We got glide slope here. Alright, here comes so now the aircraft is going to slow down to 210 and we are
423,
established.
reports of strong gusty winds, 3000, settles down as you get closer to the ground.
Roger, thank you for that wind report for kind of 423. Alright, let's go ahead, flaps 1. Reports of gusty winds. I kind of found that out when we made that turn. So those strong gusty winds are pretty much away from us right now. Let's go, flaps 2.
RTX 21, just confirm you're descending 3000.
I am descending 3000.
Etihad is coming in here as well. Alright, looks like winds 53 knots on the light.
1063,
Oh, that's ridiculous. We should be busting out of the clouds at a particular altitude here. Let's check our... We're coming up on the glide slope here. We're capturing it from the bottom, which you definitely want to do is capture it from below, not above. Alright, there's the rain.
Speedbird 9 Lima, descend 8,000 feet. Altimeter now 29038.
We're at VNAV out.
8,000 feet, so no.
And our glide slope is starting to come down now.
American 1063, turn right direct Boville on course.
Right direct Volvo for the 3.
Here comes the glide. Let's go flaps through. Flaps 5.
Air Canada 423, the wind's 16012, gust to 17, clear to land, runway 15 right.
Clear to land runway 15 right for Air Canada 423. Thanks. All right, so
Clear
gear
ahead
down.
21, turn left heading 240.
Landing lights to on. Let's switch
Turn
this
left heading
over to
240 for
continuous.
81.
And pass seatbelts and signs are on. Let's go ahead and get our flaps going. Alright, so we're established on the ILS. So we're going to go ahead for VREF here, 146. I'll keep it at 146. And there you go, flaps 30. And look at that, the aircraft is literally pointed its nose into the wind. Alright, so we are fully configured for landing. Flaps 30, auto brake 2, spoilers. I know. Can be on. Alright, we'll just keep it. It'll automatically deploy once we go into reverse. Yep, there it is. So we're almost fully sideways with this. As we get closer to the ground, we should...
Etihad 21, turn left heading 180, doing localizer, clear ILS approach, runway 15 right.
Turn left 180 to turn localizer for Etihad 21.
And again, if you guys see stuttering on landing, that's not exactly what I see from my end. It goes well, but due to the high load on my CPU, OBS tends to freeze up a little bit. But that's just an OBS thing, not exactly what I see. So I will land perfectly. I'm not landing in like, 1 FPS. I am landing at 30 FPS or sometimes 40 FPS, but due to the heavy load again, OBS does freeze. But let's hope, because I know I have good experiences with the iFly, it does not create so much load on my CPU, but we should be fine. Alright, we're going to be disconnecting at 1,000 feet. AP off.
American 1063, climb flight level 340.
Flight level 340 for the American 1063.
Alright, here's the wind. The wind is actually slowing down pretty good. I think my viewpoint is a little bit there. Continue. Oh, you can literally see the clouds rolling out. The wind up there is pretty fast. The wind on the ground are pretty slow. Too low. We're just using our trims to maintain. Oh, there are the bumps. Here we go. Yeah, you guys might get a little bit of lag.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Virgin 2 for Mike. Good morning. Actually, you're outside of my airspace. You can continue monitoring Unicom 22.8. See ya.
As I thought. I know the iFly. I have perfect frames with the iFly.
Canada 423, welcome to Toronto. Exit left when able.
Left one able here, Canada 423. Alright, here we go. We are off.
Air Canada 423, you can taxi south on Foxtrot, then Tango straight ahead to the terminal, and cross runway 15
Ladies
left.
and gentlemen, welcome to Toronto. The local time is 11:26.
Alrighty, so we're going Foxtrot Tango across 15 left for Canada 423. Alright, so
Etihad 21, the wind's 160, 12, gust of 17, clear to land, runway 15 right.
Chris around 15 right for Etihad 1.
We hope to see you again soon.
and looks like we're all set here. Flaps going up.
Ethiopian 553,
Ought to break
you're leaving
this
my
arm.
airspace to the east. Montreal Center is offline.
Spoilers
Surveillance services
up.
are terminated. Have a good flight.
And here we go. We're taxiing. Perfect. Well, yeah, almost no lag. There was again. It's iFly actually is perfect with my OBS software. I'm not sure if it's because it's so low on CPU usage as opposed to the other planes that I fly. They have a lot of CPU usage. Okay. Did I turn wrong? Let me check the ground here. I'm checking my ground chart. But there was almost no lag, and that was pretty slow. I think I turned the wrong way. Oh well. Fox, what was it? Fox, Tango. Oh no, actually we're on the right track. Sorry. We're on the right track. I thought I was turning right. So Tango is to our left here. So we're perfectly fine. Yeah, that was almost no lag again. iFly is very good with their CPU usage, so it's not like, you know, it used up a lot of my CPU, but that's usually what happens. I fly in, and although I can have a very smooth experience, but because of the load on my CPU, OBS tends to just freeze up for a short minute, and, you know, have a little bit of lag going. But it was perfect, you know, coming in here today, so no issues with that. That was pretty smooth landing, especially for landing here. And direct to the ramp, we're gonna cross runway 15 left. Fox Tango 15 left. This is basically the de-icing area, where you would actually come in and get de-iced, but I don't think we need any de-icing today. Hola, not needed. Sorry, we're just passing through. ATC told us to pass through here. Let's slow down as we approach your intersection here. I should have flown the 7.3 Max yesterday. I would have at least not have most of the issues, because again, it does fly in pretty nice. Up, here we go. Up a nice little hill here. We're keeping our TCAS to on because we need our ATC to know where we're at. We're crossing the runway here. Okay. And directly to the ramp. This is our ramp here. Our gates. Alright, so we are off the runway. And we'll keep going down to the gates. Alright, we're just rolling down a hill here. So the aircraft is speeding up a little bit, and here we go. We're going directly onto the ramp here. I don't want to turn doing almost over 15 knots. Alright, so we're gonna prep and hit our brake here. I have not picked out a gate yet, but we can just steal one right about here. What's our speed? 8 knots. Let's get down to at least 5 knots. Alright, let's make that turn. And let's line up here.
Atia 21, welcome to Toronto, exit left 20.
I wonder how that Etihad landed, if it did a pretty good landing.
Speedbird 9 Lima, turn left heading 240.
I think this is a heavy gate.
What's in 240?
I think.
240, Speedbird 9.
Alright, gate 170. Alright, our parking brake is not set. Set that brake. Don't start with me. Last time I did the same thing where I thought I did set the brake. Alright, so here we go with this up. Our APU is on and we can go ahead
and turn right on Foxtrot, then Tango, then Alpha,
engine shut
and
off.
Alpha Kilo to Terminal 3. You can cross runway 15 left.
Alright, let's go ahead.
Right on
Left and right
Foxtrot,
gear,
and I think
our
that's
nose
left.
gear. Let's go ahead and get this and our air conditioning.
Foxtrot,
Let's
Tango,
set that.
Alpha Kilo, cross runway 15 left.
And now we have
Foxtrot,
ground power.
Tango.
Ground power is on. APU can go off.
Sorry,
APU
I'm
was
really
off
bad
because
at
we
this,
did
isn't
have
it?
our AC blaring.
Standby. Speedbird 1, Speedbird 9 Lima, turn left heading 180 to join the localizer. Clear ILS approach, runway 15
Turn
right.
that off.
180, cleared ILS.
And we can get rid of our brakes at this time. And we are good. Welcome to Toronto, guys. We are going to go ahead and call our GSX here. Deboarding. Let's go ahead and Air Canada. Well, sweet. Get these off.
Tango Alpha Kilo, Terminal 3, and cross 15 left.
Hydraulics off. Anti-ice is off. These are off.
Rouge 840, Toronto Center is closing shortly. You can switch over to Unicom. Have a good flight.
And our aft cargo door.
Air Canada 1152, leaving my airspace to the east. Montreal Center is offline, so air services are terminated. Have a good flight. See you.
Okay, they're opened. And let's go ahead and
1063.
this off.
Contact Cleveland Center
Alright,
now. 119.
so again, thank you guys so much. Well, thank you for joining us on the flight today. We are about to board. Let's see if they're done. Yep. Alright, so they're done. So they are deboarding right now. If you guys notice, we are in the deboarding phase.
519, good morning.
We've arrived like
Center
almost
closing
20
in a
minutes
couple
early.
minutes, so you can continue to monitor Unicom.
So we should be all set. Well, again, thank you guys so much for joining me on the flight today with Air Canada. Virtual. My system is still
NTS 389,
running.
thanks for contacting me. I'm closing in a few minutes. You can stay on Unicom.
Okay, I'm just checking for me to. Oh, I'll just log the flight. All right, my report was filed. I'm just gonna go ahead and check my report on Air Canada's website, our Air Canada virtual website. Check my profile. And wow, they did say I landed a little bit around 258 feet per minute, minus 258 feet per minute, which is
Speedbird 9 Lima,
which is a lie, because we did see how smooth we touched down. But again, we arrived here in Toronto about 20 minutes early, and
Speedbird 9 Lima, Toronto Center is now closed. After you
so,
land,
well,
you can
thank you guys so
taxi
much for
in
joining me
Unicom.
for the flight. We'll be looking out for our group flight today.
See ya.
and I will be doing that. Well, hope you guys have a great day.